Trust. It's something that's hard to gain and easy to lose for companies, but it could be the foundational bedrock to more sales. And if you're thinking about a transparent strategy towards building trust, this video I'm going to answer for you, does it work? Will being transparent grow your trust and, of course, grow your sales? Howdy, Matt, founder of autogrow.co again, and welcome to another episode of Matt Hacks, where I give you actionable tips to make you more marketing awesome and accelerate your creativity and entrepreneurial spirit. In this video, we're tackling the concept of transparency, and does making your business more transparent and more open, does it build trust that translates into sales? Well, we're living in an age of income reports, and this is something that we're also new to as well. We've kind of thrown our own hat into the fray in our own way. We publish these auto growth reports once per month. Starting this year in 2018, we're doing it monthly. And we started publishing these videos right here as well. But this has been a trend that's been going on where many startups and even established businesses, to a greater extent, they're trying to be more open, more transparent, more human. And sharing the journey is one way to do that, especially if you are an upstart. And that's because people want to hear about how you're doing. They want to hear about the struggles. They want to hear about the successes and the struggles. They don't want to believe that you're necessarily perfect. And that's what people relate to. That's what people connect with. All right. And that's part of why I don't use scripts with these videos. I don't use scripts because I think it comes off as robotic. And I think that too many people who are out there right now who are using scripts to make their own videos, whether it be for marketing or, whatever industry that they're in, it's too much. There's a bit of a human element just missing there, and it comes off as looking too polished anyway. So we're in this age of growth reports, of income reports, but the question is, does being open like this actually grow your business? And from my experience, the answer is yes, because before I started doing these daily Matt Hack videos, I did a small test. You see, in the first 2 weeks of January of this year, 2018, I started adding videos to the blog posts that we would send out, and I also started recording kind of the random video here or there, just kind of talking about a certain topic or giving a tip, and we would put these out. And I noticed that specifically with the articles, when there was a video, sales for our tripwire would go up. For example, we'd be making 10 to 12 sales per day, and that was even before we started this whole process. When there was no video, sales would be at a trickle, coming in at 2 to 3 per day. All right? And this was a direct correlation. It was like an on and off switch, because there was something about the videos that people were connecting with. And I think it was me just seeing me on video, hearing me talk openly about what we were working on, kind of tell the story and give the tip, and people connected with that. And that's why our sales went up, because it worked to humanize our brand and kind of give people a bit of a peek behind the curtain, so to speak, of what's actually going on with our business. And in many cases, some of the challenges and successes that I was presenting to people that we were facing and are facing on an ongoing basis, because we're still in the middle of this. We're still on the road to success, because we're basically like a startup again. We're basically an info product business if you haven't been following along, and people related to that because a lot of people have their own struggles, and many people have some of the similar struggles with their business in terms of marketing. Let me give you a couple of data points to back up what I'm saying here that aren't just from our business. So here's one that was published on pixelmarketers.com, and they give an example of transparent selling from Pat Flynn, where in one case, he gave people notice that the link that he was putting in his content was an affiliate link. He labeled it, "This is an affiliate link." And according to research done by Jonathan Fields, he found that 76% of readers chose to go with the affiliate link over the normal link. And he said that it's because of several reasons, but the one most clear being to disclose, meaning to take on transparent selling, means that you instill trust in your readers. They will trust you more if you do, and guess what? Trust equals sales. Another example comes from housingwire.com, where they explain how transparency drives better results, home sales, for homes that are foreclosed on and then go to auction where buyers bid on them. And the reason wasn't necessarily trust in this case. The reason was being transparent gave buyers better data, which in turn, when the buyers had better data on hand, they were able to more effectively bid for the properties that they're interested in. And homeowners got a positive benefit out of that because they were better able to sell their homes at closer to market rate, basically closer to what they were actually worth. So they got more money for their homes is the bottom line of that. So in the one case, we have, in the case of these homes, people are able to make better buying decisions, and monetarily it benefits everyone because because the transparency just communicates the information more efficiently, right? And in the case of Pat Flynn, it was an example of building trust, which then leads to more sales. So here's the one action that I want you to take from this video. After you finish this video, I want you to write down on a piece of paper ways that I can be transparent to build trust, to grow sales, and I just want you to spend 5 minutes brainstorming ways that you can be more transparent. So it can be something as simple as in your content, you can give little anecdotes about what's interesting that's going on in your life, maybe hobbies. Don't talk about negative things necessarily if you're going to go that route. Like don't talk about like, oh, like I was sick last week, or I have this serious issue with my health. Like I've seen people do that. Doesn't look good. It's not a good look. Stay positive. Okay, stay positive. So brainstorm ideas like that. You can talk about story anecdotes from your life. You can talk about anecdotes related to the business, things that you are personally excited about. The idea again is to humanize the brand and maybe share things that are a little bit uncommon. It's popular, as I mentioned, to do growth reports if you're a startup or in marketing, and really just think about ways that you can kind of better share the journey with people. A quick example was, and this is actually kind of going the opposite way of what I just said. I was reading a blog post from a customer of ours recently, and he wrote, like basically once a day as he was kind of going through our course for the six-figure sales funnel course that we have. And he said in just like 2 sentences, he said, it's like it was Christmas, I think at the time. He said, it's Christmas, and I guess he doesn't really celebrate Christmas, but he's like, it's Christmas, and I'm alone, but there's no one here to complain that I'm sitting in front of a computer all the time. And so since it's Christmas, I went out and I got some pizza and I got back to work. And there was just something so basic about him saying, I'm alone and I went out to pizza, that I just like connected with, because he wasn't ashamed of it. And maybe he wasn't so happy in that situation. I don't really know, but it was like, wow, like I just got a picture in my head of this guy, just another human being, just, kind of working hard and being focused and just going through this experience. And I was just like in his shoes for a minute there, or just relating to it. So I think that's a good example. So take 5 minutes, brainstorm ways that you can be more transparent that will grow your sales and grow trust. To never miss out on another Matt Hack video like this, be sure to subscribe. And you can do so on YouTube by clicking the red button directly below this video right here. You can also subscribe via email by clicking on the free newsletter link in the description. I recommend you go with that because sometimes YouTube will show you a notice or it will be subtle and you won't always get the alert. So subscribe via email, and if you're watching this on our blog, you can subscribe directly below this video by clicking the link in the yellow box. So tune in next week. We're going to be focusing on upsells. That's the focus for next week. If you've been following along, we use our own funnel framework where each week we have a different focus and we share the lessons that we're learning with you. We share what we're doing, what works, what doesn't. I try to share interesting story anecdotes to build trust with you guys and tell you just interesting things that you can learn from and that you can apply to your business to just grow and be more marketing awesome and otherwise accelerate your creativity and entrepreneurial spirit. So once again, this closes out another week of Matt Hacks. Our focus this week was sales. Next week is upsells. Tune in for that. It's going to be a fun ride. There's a lot more. There's some really big things that we're working on right now that I'm excited to share with you. So tune in next time. As always, my name is Matt Hack in the Mad Hat, delivering you your daily dose of Mad Hacks. Have a great weekend.